Shrirupam sagrajatam sahagana raghunathanvitam tam tajivam sadvaitam savadutam parijana sahitam Krishna chaitanya devam Shri Radha Krishna padam sahagana lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam cha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachyatya Deshatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we will talk something from the life and history of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is one of the Acharya in our parampara. You see, like Srila Prabhupada is spiritual master, and then his spiritual master is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And it says disappearance day is in 3 days. So therefore, it's very great honor to hear and then listen what they have done to us. Because of their teachings and because of their efforts, we are here today, and we are talking about Krishna Katha. Oftentimes, it says in Shastra, human life is meant for atato brahma jignasa. Like one should, inquire about, who we are and where we come from and what is our constitutional position after we are leaving our body. So, but unfortunately, most of the time, the people, what they're happening, people are more focused on the comfort of this life. Majority of them are too busy, and then busy with the how we can make our existing journey so comfortable, and then we forget often what is our destination. And it is like someone is having too busy with fixing their car and comforts inside the car, and then someone else will come and ask you, where you are going? I don't know. I will just go, whatever the path it takes. And we have to consider about there is something wrong with that person. And we always bombard with this social media, all this, the impacts, all these, reels and all. And we ended up with so much this information we are getting on day to day, it piling up in our consciousness. And that creates our the real consciousness at the time of leaving our body. And we are preparing naturally our next birth based on the consciousness we have now. And to top of that, our modern education system also feeding that. Problems can be solved and difficult can be managed. But there is something called, calamity. It cannot be, dealt with that, with our current existence and knowledge we have. Therefore, it is very important we need to have some spiritual knowledge also. With our current consciousness, modern days people are we become like a paupers. Easily we can get distracted, we get, depression or stressed out. One time there was a man, he was going to some other country, and he was telling to his friend, my friend, please take care of my, my mother, old mother, and plus cat. I have a cat. And he left. After some time, this friend wrote a message to that friend and says, my dear friend, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that that cat has been dead. And the friend got upset. Friend, what kind of friend you are? No, this is not the way you break up the bad news. So you have to do, first you have to mention that, my dear friend, your cat is doing nice. And sometimes it jump on the roof. Walk on the roof, and you close the letter. And after some days, you have to write another letter. My dear friend, While the cat is, running on the roof, it's fall down and it joined in the hospital. But make sure that, it is in the, in the safer hands. Don't worry about it. And you should close that letter. And after some days, you should write down one more letter. What is that letter? My dear friend, your cat was doing fine in spite of all the doctor's efforts. So many, so much prayers. Your cat could not survive. And she left peacefully. And you should finish the letter. And then after some time, that friend received another letter. My dear friend, your mother is doing well. And sometimes she walks on the roof. And we can imagine what is the situation, what happened next. By this way or that way, the truth is truth. One time Srila Prabhupada, one of his disciples was telling to him, Srila Prabhupada, scientists are working so hard and we are getting better medication and we are actually decreasing the death rate. And Srila Prabhupada says, no, death rate is 100%. There is nothing called some percentage of death. Everyone has to die. So, how we can understand this knowledge? Because we are quite busy with our day-to-day activities, jobs, family members. Therefore, God oftentimes comes, different yugas, he takes the different avatars. And sometimes he also sends some of his disciples, intimate associates also to understand, to get the knowledge and what is the purpose of human life. So this after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he passed the message and then he left. And then again, 6 Goswamis came. And after 6 Goswamis left, and there was a vacuum in the, in a spirituality. There was not much going on actually. And to take this as an advantage, many people actually, Sahajiyas, making so much nonsense in the name of religion. It says like in India, after 6 Goswamis, there was around 13 apasampradayas, acting in the different platforms. And some of them are, they say it's a Saki Bekis, like they are all the men and women dressing, as a women. All the men wearing the saris and, just like imitating the Rasalila dance. This was so much nonsense going on. And there is another sampradaya called Owl Bowl. They are actually behaving like a so exalted devotees and started crying, all, falling on the floor, rolling, here and there. It's a kind of little imitation. And to make that one, surprisingly, many great acharyas, even many devotees, keeping them secluded from this kind of people away. They are more interested in than bhajana, their own practice, and they were not so much, focusing on this kind of people. And then they know actually that situation is not going in the right way, but they were, still meditating and waiting for the right time to come because they could not do much. And they cannot even argue with this kind of people. And one time there was a tiger and ass, donkey, discussing. The discussion was, donkey suddenly says, no, the grass is blue. And tiger got upset, how can you say that the grass is blue? It's a green. And the discussion heated up and they decided to go to lion in the jungle, the king of the forest. So as soon as the donkey look at the lion, and he says, "My dear king, this tiger is so much arguing with me. Can you please tell me is it the grass is blue or green? I believe it's a blue." And the lion looked at the donkey and says, "If you think it is a blue, then definitely it is a blue." And then donkey says, "This tiger is actually annoying me, my dear lord. So you should give him some punishment." Lion looked at the tiger and says, "Yes, you should get some punishment. You are actually punished to not to speak for 5 years." And the donkey was so happy and he left. The tiger looked at the lion and says, "My dear lord, after all the grass is green, but how come you punish me?" And the lion replied so amazingly that, there are people, in spite of so much inspiration, in spite of so much knowledge, they don't accept the reality. End of the day, think, whatever they are thinking is true. They can see many things. They can see many things. People are dying and people are actually suffering, but they don't understand what is the value of life. On top of that, you both came and wasted my time. And you have to understand, arguing with like a fool is like, is useless. You cannot get out of anything. So this is the morality of the story. So, and exactly that period, this Sahajiyas are mimicking all this spirituality. Bhaktivinoda Thakur take birth in West Bengal, 1838-39, if I remember correctly. So he considered as the root in the Bhakti movement in the modern time. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was as a child, actually it says, he born as a Kedarnath Datta. It says, and there were so many pastimes revealed, he was actually Kamala Manjari in Krishna Leela. He was none other than Kamala Manjari in Krishna Leela, one of the primary 8 Ashtasakis in Krishna pastime. So when Bhaktivinoda Thakur was 2 years old, he started actually composing first poetry on Lord. Imagine, 2 years old, someone is actually talking. It's very hard to talk. So he started, composing. And it says, out of 26 quality of Vaishnava, actually one of the qualities is a kavi. He is a kavi. He is good at glorifying the Lord. And we can see in the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. When Dhruva Maharaj was 5 years old, when he saw the Lord, he doesn't know what to glorify. And what he did, the Lord touched Dhruva Maharaj with his conch shell on his head. And as soon as it was transformed, the consciousness was transformed, he started glorifying Lord with amazing prayers. And similarly, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he at the age of 2, it was so amazing prayers. And when he was about 5 years, he actually meditated all he can remember, and then he can actually meditate all the pastimes of Ramayana. Can anyone guess how many verses in Ramayana? Exactly, 24,000 verses in Ramayana. And then he was also memorizing and remembering the verses in Mahabharata. Can anyone guess how many verses in Mahabharata? More than 100,000. And that was the knowledge of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. When he was 7 years old, he joined actually in an English school. That time, when the time of Britishers conquered and then started taking over all the local languages. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, father thought it's very nice idea to do, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also joined English medium school. And even right at 7 years old, he started reading about and understanding about the astrology. And after some he understood astrology is nothing it can done to spirituality, and then he left. And he was also associating with so many other different kind of devotees, the other sampradayas. And there was one time one person was telling to him, if you feed the Ganges water and then milk to the skull, and then it started smiling, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur wants to try this one. And then he started feeding all the milk, then Ganges water, but the skull started not even responding anything. And he just left, that this is completely bogus of these following things. So at the age of 10 years old, Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually, he started reading the psychology. What is human nature and how the people functions, all these psychological things he want to understand. And that, imagine at the age of 10, we can see like in the pastimes of great acharyas, even though they behave like ordinary people, but they come with so much knowledge. And then sometimes we feel like, we want to mimic and we want to see like, okay, they are also part of, they are also behaving like us. They are also, talking, they are also playing all kind of things. But they come just for the special purpose to teach us, cross over this material ocean, the Bhavasagara. Because they know exactly how difficult it is to cross over this material ocean. And they came here, and they left this ocean, Bhavasagara, and they left the instruction to us in the form of their teachings, their books. And our responsibility is to follow that instruction. We don't need to do much efforts, actually. The instructions are, naturally it is there. It's, it's a matter of, how we can take that process and then we follow that. And then at the age of actually 17 years, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, as a Kedarnath, he went to the University of Kolkata, and then he started reading religion and then all this education, where he got the opportunity to meet great scholars like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and then also Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So these are the great scholars. And unfortunately, they were declining, Vedic knowledge. And to make top of that, Britishers was also started feeding, hey, this Vedic knowledge is not true always. And you see, like, in a Vedas, it is mentioned like there are, different rivers in Vedas. And you see there is also mentioned like Saraswati river. But practically, you see, there is no Saraswati river. They were trying to convince the mass people in general in India those times. And to make sure, and many people got conviction, people like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, then he came with the conclusion, all the Vedas are not exactly true, and at the same time he started preaching impersonal philosophy. And at one point, Bhaktivinoda Thakur understood this is completely bogus, and these people are not at all useful to common people. And even, in fact, he liked Christianity more than the Vedic knowledge. And because at that point, Christianity was teaching even God has a form. And God, in the purpose of Christianity, the purpose of teaching Jesus Christ is love of God. And he was so much attracted to that preaching than actually so-called Hinduism. And there was a point he was arguing with Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was one of the greatest scholars in those times. And in one seminar, he was telling that, I don't want to speak about God, because if I say something about God, if that is not true, then I will get, I'm targeted to be punished by God when I go to him. And everyone was, surprised. And then he went on further, he says, purpose of human life is to be a moralistic and, help each other, help the people, help the poor people, all these things. He started, he went on and on. And then everyone got so much impressed. But in the same crowd, Bhaktivinoda Thakur stood up and says, my dear Vishwarachandra Vidyasagar, you says that God has no form, but how can you mention that in one of your book, Bhogai, that you mentioned God has a impersonal feature. And here he says, God has no form. There you mentioned God has an impersonal feature where it's light. And to the surprise of everyone, this Vishwarachandra Vidyasagar got so much shocked actually. And then he started looking at this person. Okay, this person is not an ordinary person because he knows everything. So this is the very basic preliminary age. At the age of 17 years, he was defeating Ishwarachandra Vidyasagar. And then at the age of 30, Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually appointed as a majestic in Jagannath Puri, in Odisha. Then that time, he was being as a head of the Jagannath Puri temple, he was so much observed in the festivals of Jagannath. He really relished the festivals, and he was giving so much support to all the cultural rituals. Surprisingly, he never interfered with all the rules and regulations in Jagannath Puri, because certain people are not allowed to come to Jagannath Puri. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he never interfered with that. And if you see in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and even Haridas Thakur, they never entered the temple because born in the Muslim families, they were not allowed to enter in the temple. And even to top of that, Mahaprabhu never protested actually. Oh, this is Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are actually the best devotees. Now, why can't they come into the temple? And he never interfered with that. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also actually, he was actually, he was going with the align in the plan of Puri temple. And he was actually a perfect manager in Jagannath Puri. And we can also say in the history of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there is an incident happened in Vishaksena. A personality, he was having some mystical powers, and he started healing the people, curing the diseases, and then suddenly he became famous. In India, if you started curing the diseases, and people make sure that you become a god. Even if you don't understand, people surrounding you, they will make sure that you are a god. So then he suddenly became a popular among the community, and he started chastising, he started questioning all the authorities. And that period, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had to come and interfere with this business. And one day, this Vishaksena, he said all the people in the town to send out your wives to Rasalila in the evening, that I'm going to participate. And all the husbands got shocked, what is going to happen. And they all went to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and then they said, this is what happening, you have to do something. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur very well knows that this person has a mystic powers. It's very careful to deal what he is going to do. So somehow he went with the police and then he got arrested. He kept in the prison. After that incident, there were so many mystical things happened to Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his family also. And all the family members got severely sick. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also became very unwell. So someone came and told Bhaktivinoda Thakur, okay, this person, all these mystic powers are, all in his long hair. So if you cut down these long hairs, then he will become a normal person. Somehow Bhaktivinoda Thakur had to perform that job. And this person understood, okay, all my powers has lost. And then he started fasting for 21 days. And then, then he left the body. That is the pastimes of Vishaksena. And then at the same time also, there was another person claim, he is a Brahma. And he is also Balaram. So all these incidents, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, well, how to handle these kind of people. So he just made sure that, these people are all, cheaters. They are trying to cheat the innocent people. And then he done the exact what he has to do. And then after 5 years, after serving in Jagannath Puri, he went to Kolkata, where he bought some land to establish the Vaishnava Siddhanta philosophy, to preach more about Lord Chaitanya mission. Because he understood when he was in Jagannath Puri, the moment he understood about Lord Chaitanya and teachings, he was desperately looking for Chaitanya Charitamrita. And to the great difficulty, he was going through many versions of Chaitanya Charitamrita. He mentioned somewhere it's about 6 versions of Chaitanya Charitamrita. At last he found the original one that we are reading today. So we must be very grateful to Bhaktivinoda Thakur that we have original version of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So after bought some land in Kolkata, when he returned back from Jagannath Puri, while they are digging for some construction work, they found amazingly Kurma deity, Lord Kurma, Varaha deity, sorry. So then he had to give to the son, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That time he was 8 years old. And surprisingly, Bhakti Vinod Thakur training his son right from childhood. And this is the greatest example. Being a busy man, magistrate, and reading and writing and preaching and working at the same time, he was training his son such a way, he made his son as a proofreader for all his books. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote more than 100 books. So his son was, right from 7 years old, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, so he was proofreading all these books. That's why oftentimes Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj quotes, this knowledge I came from my father. So you see, there is a big contrary between father and son. Whereas the father is very mild, soft, but when it's come to his son, he was very, very actually tiger. He says oftentimes, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, I cannot tolerate any apasampradaya coming into the picture. He always chastise. If someone says, okay, God has no form, God is some light, he immediately comes up, because his zodiac sign also, it says like, what is that, scorpion or crab. So he says, if someone comes and say apasampradaya, I hold them. Crab is so hard. If it is holding, you cannot. There is no chance that you can escape. So, and the father and son was together. They were traveling to different places in Navadvip. It's so amazing. Everyone gets see when these two are coming. Oftentimes they quote Gauranga and Nityananda is traveling. One time they went to one village in Navadvip where they stayed in a house. And next day morning, all the villagers came and started telling, hey, how come you say this house is famous for haunted? Brahma Rakshasa was staying there. He was chastising all the people, and you both are staying there. What happened in the last night? And Bhaktivinoda Thakur was telling, yes, this Brahma Rakshasa was a devotee, actually pujar in the temple. He was, 2 things he was doing. First thing is, he was not following the sampradaya. And second thing is, he is criticizing the devotees. That's why when he left the body, he became a Brahma Rakshasa. And what he did, we were chanting whole night. By just listening, this Brahma Rakshasa was delivered. And all the villagers got surprised. What an amazing personalities, both son and father. We can oftentimes see how we can train our children, how we can train our dependents. And this is the greatest example from the life of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was making, if we can train our next generation, and this is the greatest, life insurance, what we can expect. We always, want to have this incident, that incident. Why can't we make it, life after life insurance? This is the greatest motivation from, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, and when he established the preaching center in Kolkata, Vaishnava Rajya Sabha, he named it, and then he started inviting all the greatest intellectuals from different cults. One of them is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the teacher of Vivekananda, the great speaker, philosopher. Oftentimes, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, this, whatever you are saying, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it's amazing. God has a form. You say Krishna is a form. But, we follow the sampradaya, that, we follow impersonal, philosophy. I oftentimes come with an idea, yata muk tata yat. That tata path. What is that? All the paths leads to the same destination. But oftentimes Prabhupada refuted this argument. He says, if you buy a ticket to Kolkata, and how can you expect to go to Mumbai? It's not possible. Whatever path you are following, actually that will take you to the destination. And many times the discussion was actually going to heat it up. They couldn't agree with the same philosophy. There was an interesting story in Mahabharata. Oftentimes Bhima always complains. He says to his brother Yudhishthir, my dear brother, when there is a musical instruments, you always call Arjuna. But you never call me for musical instruments. You only call me when there is a fighting. And then I want to become a musician, great musician, want to sing, like Arjuna. And then he was looking everywhere and he found a teacher. After spending some time with the teacher understood, he doesn't have a future. Because sometimes it's very difficult to give feedback to. It's too dangerous to give feedback to some people. You cannot say. And then teacher started teaching. Right in the center of Indraprastha, Delhi, capital city, Bhima started singing, from the bottom of his lungs. Everyone got heart attack in the, in the whole town. It's such a disaster. And everyone went to Yudhishthira and started complaining. You have to make some arrangement, otherwise we are not staying peacefully. And then Yudhishthira says, who give feedback to some people? Anyway, it doesn't work out. And these people advise, why can't Draupadi say something? And Draupadi said, hey Bhima, music is a Gandharva Vidya, the Gandharva things, celestial things. You have to go to mountain and sing there. This is only for ordinary people. You have to go mountain, then everyone, all the celestial people also listen. And this idea got stuck with the Bhima. He said, this is a good idea. And then he went there in the mountains, he started singing. And nothing happened. And after some days, there was a person came, a washerman came. Washerman came, and as soon as he looked at Bhima, he ran away. Bhima, started chasing him in a cart hold him and says, why you are running away? I said, I'm a washerman. After listening some music, some sign, I said, this is at last I found my, donkey that I've been looking for, that has been lost. That day Bhima understood, what is his position. And then he retired in the same moment. So, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, then he understood, okay, certain people it's difficult to preach. And then he want to make it more, the more on top of that, staying at one place in Kolkata, preaching to certain, small number of people. And he moved to Navadvip. Those days, actually, if you see, Navadvip used to call Mayapur, and Mayapur used to call Kulia, actually. It's vice versa. Mayapur was not so much developed like 200 years back. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, actually, he was living in Kulia, which is the current day Navadvip. And then he started working also at the same time. And one day, he went to Kulia, on the other side of Mayapur, on a very hot day, summer day. He was with his son Kamala Prasad, not the Vimala Prasad. Vimala Prasad is Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur Maharaj. So he went on the roof one evening, and looking at the other side of the river, and then he sees suddenly some actually bright light, effulgence coming from somewhere in the middle, in the middle of nowhere. And then he observed, he asked his son, do you see something? Son also confirmed, yeah, I see something, something is not ordinary. This is not a light, this is not something, we can see. And next day they came again, and they saw again the same, the brilliant light, the effulgent, shining lamp. And then they decided to go and looked at it. What is that? And as soon as he went there, he asked the locals. Bhaktivinoda Thakur asked the local, I see continuously 2 days there is a shining lamp coming from here. And what is that? And local says, we don't see anything now. But we heard from our parents, from our old next generation. And they used to say they have some, the bunch of tulsi plants here. They used to see all kind of this lights, Bhaktivinoda Thakur spent so much time, finding out all the old documents, and consulting so many people, and did intense research actually. And he found at last, and he came to the conclusion, this place is actually at the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's how the Yog Peeth we worship and we go there. This is all because of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Just to make it more authenticate, he wants to make sure that this is the exact place. At last, after all these legal things, everything was done. So he took the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was, at that time, he was like 120 years or so. And then he took him. He was not able to even walk. So they were carrying, the people were carrying in the basket. And then the moment they took him there, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji looked at the tree, and then he jumped out from the basket. And he says, Gaur Nityananda Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And then he said, this is the place Lord Chaitanya Van. And this is the confirmation, this is the authenticity, from the great sadhu, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. And this is done by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that we know exactly where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the birth. So then, and is another further fast times, as the time passes, Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually, he inaugurated this Bhakti Vrukshas, Bhakti Vriksha actually model concept that we are doing from the Bhaktivinoda Thakur, where he made so much, congregational preaching. It's like he actually looked at the Christian missionary preachings, and he got the idea how they are preaching, and then he tried to follow that. Namahattas. Namahatta is actually an amazing successful preaching program done by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in late 80s. And then, and interestingly, we may think like even though he was a great acharya in a modern era, surprisingly, he did not actually initiate his own son. And Prabhupada, one time he quoted, there was a apasampradaya. Apasampradaya is something like not following the original teachings. There was one sampradaya where it's become like a tradition. A father is initiating his son, and his son is initiating his son, and it goes on and on. In spite, they really don't look at much about the characteristic of the next generation. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to challenge that one. This parampara comes from the father to son. It has to come from the guru to disciple. So just to make sure that this is an example for the common people, he did not initiate his own son. Rather, he guided him to take the initiation from the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. And this is the one ideal thing that we can see from his own life. And he was actually predicting so many wonderful things. He predicted 4 major things. One of them is, he was very confident and very sure about Temple of Vedic Planetarium, that it's going to manifest, which was originally predicted by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And he also made 3 important predictions on top of that. He says, there is a day comes, one personality, he traveled all over the world, and he preached the Lord Chaitanya mission. That is the number 1 prediction. And number 2, he says, people from Europe and America, different parts of the world, and they learn this Vaishnava culture, Vaishnava tradition, and they sing and they play instrument, they play mridanga and kartals in their villages. This is the number 2 prediction. And number 3 prediction is, he says the final thing, the white fade, I'm repeating as it is, the white fade people from different part of the world come and live in Mayapur, Navadvip, and they always sing Lord Nityananda's and Lord Chaitanya's names. So these are the 3 important predictions done by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I would like to also read as it is what is his personal instructions to all of us. I just want to make it as it is. He make important instructions to devotees. There are some instructions, I just pointed out some. He says, devotees who are working on general basis, where they have a chance to meet many people in general. So oftentimes people ask how to deal with this kind of non-devotees. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Vaishnavas are very intelligent. We don't need to tell them 100 times. By Lord grace, they grasp things very fast. So he says one principle, never affectionately hear from anyone, those who are not practicing Krishna consciousness. And he says, he tells on further, it's like a business. Dealings with the ordinary people, from devotees to non-devotees, like a business. Going to shop and pay the money, get out, and there is no formal relationships. So especially people, those who are not interested, are not practicing, or listened about Krishna Katha and does not take bhakti seriously, deal with them in an official way. I'll just finish in few minutes. And he says, other people who are potentially innocent and non-blasphemers and wants to learn about Krishna Katha and show them the affection and show this path of Krishna Bhakti. And then I will go with the final instruction. He says, traveling on the same boat, bathing in the same ghat. Sometimes we think that we are around with the people, we are taking the association. But he says we are not taking the association, and this is not the same as we are giving the association or taking the association. Association means knowledge transformation and heart transformation, where we take the association and give the association. This is how the Bhaktivinoda Thakur instructions. And then final instruction, he says, a wife and family, one should not live alone from these two things. Either one should live with a renounced devotees or a suitable wife. He further says, one must see wife and children are maid servants of Krishna, and one should earn his livelihood by honest means and nourish them proper Krishna consciousness. So there are so many instructions. The time is out, and then I don't want to go further. Maybe we can discuss during the question answer session if there is anything there. But thank you so much for today, your attention and time. I think now we will take the chanting session. If it is, one mala chanting. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So we are here with japa malas. So usually we try to chant as much as possible. Okay, we have, we will chant one round mala. Normally when we are chanting together, it takes around 8 to 10 minutes. It's a little faster, but not too slow. But when we are doing individually, it doesn't take not more than 8 minutes. If we are chanting less than 8 minutes, means like we are missing something, we are missing some words. If we are chanting more than 8 minutes, means like, we are too fast. So both ways are not so good. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we say there are 108 malas here. 108 malas, like we usually refer as 18 Upanishads. And this is the Krishna mala we usually says. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, also very important which finger we are using. So we have to use, there are certain fingers you have to use. You have to use these two fingers. These two fingers, Yeah, because it says this is the all perfection finger. So when we are doing Hare Krishna mantra, use these two fingers and then take one mala, one bead, and say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you pull your side, then it will come all the way to the back. When we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, usually mind goes everywhere. So the good thing is, we should listen with your ears what you are coming from your mouth. So then, it will synchronize. Otherwise, there is a tendency we will be spaced out. Then whatever we are doing, it's become like reading some billboard. So let us try to focus as much as possible. And then, yes, I will lead the chanting. So, ready? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai. So how was it? Very nice. If anyone wants to chant at home regularly, so if you have a japamala, that's fine. Otherwise, you can take one from the temple. With you can donate some to the temple donation box, or we have a mobile pay also. So you can probably start chanting from today or tomorrow onwards.
Why not? Today also is a Ekadashi. It's a very amazing thing you can start on Ekadashi day. Hare Krishna.